Yeah, we're all super pumped to be back in action here. I think it's been almost a full year without competition, so I think everyone was aching to get back. And we always talk about there's the physical grind and the mental grind of a 14-week season, but this year with only being about 8 to 9 weeks, it's more of a sprint. And so we're getting a lot of tennis in while we can, and I think the excitement is going to outweigh the rust if there is any. And so we're really looking forward to it. Conference only. We're only going to be playing 6 conference opponents twice, so we'll have 12 matches this year. And with the top 4 teams making it to the conference tournament, we're hoping that we can string together a good year to be able to make the conference tournament. So. Yeah, well, we've got 4 returning starters, which is always good to have, and so we've got really good experience, and we also only have 1 senior, so we're relatively, it's a rare combination of having good experience while also being young, so we have a lot to look forward to with that. And I think right off the bat, you look at our 2 captains, Kels Heck and John Kimball, both played 1 and 2 this past weekend against Hendricks, and both are just excellent players, but also just fantastic leaders in their own way as well, so we're looking forward to them leading the team on and off the court. And then you look at down the line, we've got 2 more returning sophomores as well, Trevor Vaccaro and Hamilton Jackson, who have contributed tremendously for us last spring up until the season got canceled, and we're looking forward to seeing what they do. Then as far as our incoming freshman, Kuba Babinski from Poland, we're looking forward to seeing what he can do and bring some of his European talent to the States. But yeah, it's kind of what our men's side is looking like. We're super excited for the women's team this year. Right now we've got all starters are returning, and that's a really rare spot to be in. We've got an important senior class. We've got 4 seniors and a grad student, so we're going to be losing a heavy group next year. So we really want to reward those 5 with a really good year this year, and I think that's on the back of everyone's mind. Is this could be our we have a chance to have our most successful year in recent memory for this Millsaps women's team, and so all the pieces are in place. It's just about us trying to take advantage of these next 8-9 weeks. So starting at the top, Grace Gaskins is our senior #1 player on the singles and doubles side, and she's done all she can to improve and has done so well with the conditioning aspect and the mental aspect. I'm really looking forward to hopefully getting her to an All-American status this year, and I know she's capable of achieving that goal. And then also just down the line, we're with the other seniors, we've got Ella Shields, Jillian Sandos, and Morgan Jenkins, all huge contributors in their own right, on and off the court. And then Maggie David is our grad student, which we're super excited to get her back for an extra year after a little bit of convincing. I know she's pumped too, because that season last year was taken from her a bit, and it was so sad to have that be canceled. But we're happy to have her back in the lineup. She'll be playing 2 singles and 2 doubles throughout the whole year, so we're pumped to see at that as well. We're just trying to stay disciplined, and one of our standards for both teams is, we talk about this idea of controlling the controllables. There's so much right now that we can't control, whether it's the mask policy, the fan policy, the travel policy, having no non-conferences, a lot of these things that are just out of our control. But we're just focused on playing the teams in front of us that's on our schedule and taking care of business in that end. And I think our teams, they're resilient so far, and they've done so well with sticking to the agenda and doing way more than I've asked them to do. And I think that's going to breed a lot of success in the future. So as long as we stay disciplined, I think by just showing up is a huge victory in its own right. And I think we're all, we realize the fragility of the season and how it could just be taken away from you in any moment, with what happened with last year. And so I think that's added motivation for both teams and has really, bonded them to a whole new level that I've never seen before. So I think there's a lot of, with all the negatives that have happened, it's so easy to extract even more positives, and I think that's going to be a huge reason for our hopeful success this semester. So.